Victoria, Tanya, Karen. What's up from Palm Beach? I see you. Let me turn this thing down a little bit, y'all. Rena, Reese's Pieces. Okay, y'all was in here early. I see y'all. V. Nightbot is in there giving free hugs already. If you haven't already read the tea, honey, it is on straight from the A.com. They over there going in right now on the situation. Today is Friday. It's Friday. Y'all ready? It's Friday. It's the weekend already. I'm ready. For the people who watch this on the replay, this is how we get started all the time. So don't even get mad. You was late. You should have been here live. But we live right now, so you don't matter. Yes, JT, happy Friday. What's up, V, Daniel, K, God's Child, Monica G, Fleeta, Queen, Devon, Dina, Sandra, Melanie, full-time G. Yes, full-time G. I see y'all. So, if you haven't visited Straight from the A today, apparently, they trying to put Nene on the hot seat. They trying to put Nene Leakes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta on the hot seat, but I don't think she on the hot seat. Not this time. Because her son's baby mama, her adult son, Bryson is like 28, 29. I forgot how old Bryson is. But he has, I don't know how many kids. He might have like 3 by now, maybe. I'm not sure. But the mother of his youngest child has been reaching out to the blogs for a minute now. She's been, even some of y'all have told me, like, oh, Bryce's baby mama trying to put him on blast from child support. Bryce's baby mama, been like, blasting him online. Y'all been telling me this for months now, like literally months. And I'm just like, okay. Clearly, look, Bryson, I guess Bryson ain't got no job. The girl wants some money, and she feel like coming to the public is her way of doing it. The housewives about to start. Nene is on the scene. Everybody's checking for the housewives, and she's rich. She's really, really rich. But apparently, her son is not. So, if you're on Straight from the A right now, hold on, let me put this up here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Baby mama drama. Why am I in the front? Baby mama drama. Nene Leakes' 28-year-old son, Bryson Bryant, is being publicly dragged by one of his baby mamas. She recently hit the net because, she's claiming that she's not receiving child support for her 1-year-old son. So, Symone Davis is an interesting character. She's apparently reached out to, all the Instagram blogs. She's been tagging the Shade Room. She's tagging Baller Alert. She's tagging Straight from the A. She's tagging everybody who's anybody. But today, Radar Online took the bait, child. And Radar Online spoke to the lady, and the lady then said all kind of things about Bryson. She said, okay, hold on. They confirmed that she's filed child support in Canton, and she has documents that, on May 5th, she requested that Bryant pay child support for their son, Blaze Kai Davis. And I quote, she told Radar, he's been dodging me left and right every time I've tried to have him served with papers to pay child support for our son. And she's apparently 27 years old. She alleges that her baby daddy is a heavy drug user, and he can barely keep a job. He's on cocaine. That's why all his money goes. And he gets a job for a few weeks, and when he gets his check, it all goes to the dope man. Then he gets another job and does the same damn thing. This is his life cycle, and it's sad because I want him in our son's life. I wrote this on the site, but I'll say it right now. If you knew all this about this man, why did you decide to have a child with him? I'm no way on Bryson's side. I'm not on Bryson's side, but I mean, no shade to Bryson, but shade. If you've been watching the show, you've been one of the 4 million people who watch this show. Bryson has been somewhat of a slacker, for years now. So why, pray tell, would you get with this man knowing his history? But again, I digress. She goes on to say that Nene has apparently washed her hands of her son's child support obligations as the alleged baby mama reveals that Nene kicked him to the curb and kicked him out of her house. And she told RHOA, it's just pathetic. He doesn't have a stable home and jumps from place to place since Nene kicked him out. It's costing me time and money to have him served. I'm like, good luck with that, girl. Good luck with that. But anyway, long story short, to piggyback on RHOA Online's report, y'all know I be having the tea and I be trying not to give it to y'all, but I had to give it to you on the site. So hold on just a second. Let me pull this one up. Miss Symone has apparently been doing this for a while, like I told y'all. And so this is one of the posts that I was tagged in a while ago. And she was like, I gave my baby daddy so many chances to be a father. I will blow him up even though I know he won't answer unless I'm trying to be with him. Then he'll come running. I don't call to talk to him about nothing other than my kid. Sad thing is he knows that. I just video call Blaze dad and of course he doesn't answer. But asked me for $40 2 days ago so he can come get gas to come over to my house. Shaking my head. But his mother is #Nene Leakes, a millionaire. So BK, and I left him this voicemail anyway. Breaks my heart. That's one of them. The second one, Symone, girl, Symone, why you do this to yourself, girl? So this is Symone. Symone's been with Bryson for a few years now, I assume. She's been seen with him out and about and around, and she's apparently in her feelings. I feel like she's a social climber. She's trying to get people to jump on this train because of who his mom is. But my thing is, this dude is 28 years old. 28 years old. At the end of the day, Nene didn't make that child. Bryson did. If Bryson doesn't have a college degree, if Bryson doesn't have a job, if Bryson doesn't have money, if Bryson is giving his whatever money he making from the Burger King to the dope man, if Bryson is doing all those things, that's between you and Bryson. How are you going to the public, to the press, in order to put the mama on blast for what her son doing? The man is 28 years old, damn near 30. At what point do y'all look at, and then some people are really blaming this woman for the situation. She raised him. It's all well and good, but at the end of the day, he is 28 and he is making his own choices in life. She cannot control what he does with his penis and who he puts it in. And so once he has 1 child, 2 child, 10 child, 20 child, what is she supposed to do? That is his responsibility. So, I'm not a mother, but if I was one, I would have put my son, 28 years old, I would have put my son out too. How many years must you sleep in the guest bedroom? How many years must I support you? Should I support you to the end of time? Look, she probably been supporting him since he was 25. That's longer than a lot of us stayed at home. But again, I digress. Let me tell you something else about Symone real quick, y'all. I just wanted to go ahead and just put this out there. Symone, you did this to yourself, girl. Symone, you did this to yourself. This is another post from Symone earlier this year. She posted a picture of her and Bryson, which was one of the many pictures that I showed you instead. So we had the opportunity to do 2 reality shows, but this clown refused because he doesn't want me to embarrass him on TV. Yeah, I left him alone back in 2017, but he still wants to be a family. So why not do our own show? He'd rather flip burgers at Burger King and sleep couch to couch. But your mama a millionaire? I'm trying to see what the ratings would be for this because the world knows I'm coming hard with my receipts. My mouth has no filter. I like $1 million checks. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. Hashtag reality TV, hashtag TV, hashtag casting, hashtag living my best life, hashtag unbothered, hashtag Atlanta, hashtag. She wasn't worried about child support when she was trying to get on that reality show 3-4 months ago. She wasn't worried about child support then. Why you worried about child support? I'm like, girl, you done brought this on yourself, girl. You done brought this on yourself. Symone, girl. Symone. Whatever. Symone apparently still lives with her parents. She's 27 and she still lives with her parents. So how you gonna get with a dude that was 28 or 29 still living with his, thinking that you about to come up? Where they do that at? Look. And I'm not blaming the look. I guess I am blaming the baby mama. At our age, at anybody's age, if you over 20 and you sleeping with a man, you got to know what that man is about and what he is doing. Because at the end of the day, you are choosing your baby father. You are choosing your baby mama. So he is just as at fault as she is. But at the end of the day, these two, I don't know, maybe they belong together. Maybe that they deserve each other, but I don't see no reality show out of it. What we see broke people every day. We could just go to Walmart, sit around and look in the toy section and see baby daddies and baby mamas arguing all day long. That's nothing new. That's nothing I want to see on TV. So I'm just like, what she thought. I mean, at 27, this ain't even no what do you call that show? The teen show where the teens raising the baby. These is grown ass people that made badass decisions. And I'm like, girl, who would pay to watch that? I don't know. I just don't know. So again, I'm just sitting here like, should this be Nene's responsibility? I already know the answer. But, at the end of the day, I was going to come on here and play devil's advocate and be like, Nene got the money. Nene need to give the baby mama some money because she take care of the one glam baby. She need to take care of all the glam babies, okay? She need to take care of each and every one of them. But then on the flip side, how many glam babies must the lady take care of? I mean, she worked. She done raised her family. She got her children. She got, how many glam babies are too many? Is it her fault? I don't know. It's just an interesting situation. But some of these comments, they was like, why should she get Nene's money? She didn't get her pregnant. She thought because he is Nene's son, this would be her come up. But anyone that watches that show knows he is lazy and don't give a fuck. Somebody else said, I ain't saying she a gold digger. But again, our trees, what generations will be cursed based on the seeds they plant? Well, that is true, but at what point does the mama bird let the baby bird go to fly on their own? Sometimes the mama bird got to push the bird out the nest. Either he gonna fly or he gonna flop. But at what point is it her fault if he flops? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, y'all. It is not that woman's fault. I don't even know why you giving this to her clout. Here's why I'm giving her clout. I didn't do it at first. I honestly wasn't going to touch it. But the reason why I decided to, because I saw it going viral and I saw people saying, ooh, Bryson on drugs. Ooh, Bryson doing this. Ooh, Bryson doing that. But my thing is, he wasn't doing it just a few months ago when you was trying to be all up on him and do this reality show. He wasn't doing all that a few months. I feel like she embellished the story in order to make it more appealing to Radar Online. The Instagram blogs wasn't biting. Let me talk about some drugs. Let me talk about some alcohol. Let me talk about whatever. He obviously ain't beating her. So let me talk about something that's going to get these people interested. And that's what she did. He said, you always thought. It's just it's an interesting situation. But, looking at what I see from, her social media to the Facebook to all those different things, it's like, taking pictures with Teslas, and she standing in front of somebody's Tesla talking about, his and hers, and, somebody's Range Rover saying, this my car, and, taking pictures of Louboutins saying, these are bloody shoes and all of this. But I'm just, you see other pictures of her. She ain't got on no red bottoms. She's not, driving a Tesla. She's not doing all those things. So I honestly feel like, she's doing this for clout. For clout. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Like, should this baby mama, should Symone, who is the mother of, Bryson's child, should she be, compensated by Bryson's mama, since clearly Bryson doesn't have it? Like, who should take responsibility for this baby? If she has to go on welfare and take care of the child, is that Nene Leakes' fault? And she is very, very rich, and her grandbaby over there living in wealth. Is that her fault? Whose fault would that be? Whose fault would it be? Like, again, how many grandchildren must one person take care of? You said Nene should pay. All right, pray for the wolves. You said no. Yolanda said no. She thought he was her meal ticket. That may be true. I mean, some people, like, oh, I'm dating. And she did do those posts saying, oh, I'm dating Nene Leakes' son. Hold on, let me find it. I don't even remember the girl name. I done blocked it out on the site. But she did that post saying, for those of you who were wondering, yes, I'm dating Nene Leakes' son. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so we're not wondering. But thank you for telling us. You said you wouldn't have spread that seed to anybody. Y'all are funny. I want to hear what some of the mamas out there got to say. I know some of y'all got kids and grandkids and all of that. And I know, you love your children and your children's children and all of that. But, whose responsibility is it to take care of them? If you are able to take care of them, should you take care of them? Should you help the mom when she needs help? Should you pay his child support when you know your son ain't got no job?
Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this
The phone number is 646-224-5980. The PIN number is 8403583. Hold on, let me put this phone number up here. If I can. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this situation. Would love it. Hold on. So if you're taking care of your grandchild, then you should have full custody. That makes sense. What's up, Dark Sacred Meadow? Phone number is 646-224-5980. PIN number 8403583. Thank you, Yolanda. You said if Nene doesn't pay what? If Nene doesn't pay, then what? Caller 0040, you are on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Brenda /Rita from Chicago.
Hi, Brenda.
Bridget.
I'm sorry. Hey, Bridget.
Hey. So I say no. Nene is not responsible. Number one, when you lay down, you know what you're laying down with. So she's saying all of this negative stuff now. She knew what he was doing prior to her getting pregnant. But my opinion, if she thought it was a meal ticket, that was an easy come up for her. But people don't realize when you're dealing with somebody's son and they pass the age of 18, you're on your own. So that's your risk and that's your responsibility and that's your baby.
Yeah. I agree. It's kind of like when women go after like the rapper's hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not who has the money. It's the person on stage who's working who has the money. Why would you date the friend for his proximity to the fame? That makes no sense. Even though this is her child, I still don't think he is obligated to her wages.
And he isn't.
He's grown.
People think, just like people put, what a grandmother's responsibility is. The first responsibility on the two people who had that baby.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to be, she's chasing him for child support, and if she can't get it, oh well, that's on her because she knew who she was laying down with. So sometimes people have babies for the wrong reasons. And so that's her problem. Nene is the problem. Nene to take care of the baby by choice, not by force. If she feels like she want to buy something, then she can buy something. If she feels like she want to spend time with it, then that's her choice. But people want to pin grandparents to take the place of parents, and that's not how it goes.
You're right. I agree.
So people get it twisted these days. They get it twisted because you're looking at something, you're looking for a come up. Did you really even have a baby for the right reason?
I agree.
When you looking at the paycheck far beyond your time, that's all it appears because who's to say it's been solidified? Is there a paternity test? Is it really his baby?
Right, because again, I guess she's been trying to get him since like May or whatever. She filed the documents for the paternity test / child support, and he hasn't been served, and I'm assuming he hasn't taken the test. So who knows what the situation may pan out to be.
See, I get annoyed with women like that because in Chicago you see a lot of that. You see a lot of that just around the world, period. But people get pregnant for all of the wrong reasons because of the come up, because of what somebody is. So, yes, I'm dating Nene Leakes' son. Why can't it just be what his name is? But his name may not hold any weight,
right?
Because he's just Bryson,
right?
So if I put a spin on it, I'm dating Nene Leakes' son, then it holds more weight.
Yeah, and it gets her closer to the housewives, and it gets her maybe a walk-on role, and you can probably see her in the background eating chicken or something. Who knows? Like at the end of the day, it's like that in Atlanta. Like everybody wants to be at the party. Everybody wants to be a friend of a friend of a friend, so they can get a walk-on. Hell, Marlo Hampton was a friend for 8 years before she finally got a check. So everybody wants to be associated with the money because they know these people are making money. So I don't know. It's a hard pill to swallow when now you got a baby that you got to take care of, and his mama ain't doing it. So
right, but it's unfair to Nene based on just principle. Period.
Mm-hmm.
She got going through what she's going through with Greg. Let her live her life. You made a choice. You made a choice to lay down with broke, white powder Bryson. That was your choice. Because if you could say all those things, you didn't just find out after you got pregnant what he was doing. You knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
So if he'd rather flip burgers, then you knew that too.
Right. I think he wanted to be like a club, like a promoter or something. I don't know. I think he's had several like opportunities to do several different careers where he was an entrepreneur, and I don't think they've necessarily panned out. But I think he wants to be in the entertainment industry some kind of way, but I think in a different genre, a promoter, a party promoter or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously it's not working, but the onus starts on the parents. So and then as opposed to her going from platform to platform trying to get somebody to take her story, handle your business.
Yeah, that's my problem with it because I know she's been saying different stories. Like even somebody in the chat said that she had claimed that she had gotten raped by Bryson and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, like from what I've seen, they were a couple, and for a while, and she's got all these pictures with him, and yeah, it's just interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out, but. In answer to your question, no, his mom not obligated. Grandmother is there to kiki and kaka and pat their back and send them home when they feel like it. I buy you a gift when I feel like it, and I take care of you when I feel like it, but not because I'm pressured to it because I have to. I don't have to take care of my son's child. The bottom line is it's the mom and the daddy's responsibility. That's the whole bottom line.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And the grandparents pick up. The grandparents pick up when they want to.
Pick up
so
the
people
slack.
get, like I said, people get it twisted.
Right.
You know, it's like a force. No, just because she got a little bit of money. So, if Nene didn't have any money, if she wasn't a millionaire, would you be running around trying to get somebody to pay attention to you at that point?
Right. Right. I'm sure her first priority is to help her son find his way, and then everything else is secondary. Like, it's up to him to help his children find their way. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
We'll see how this pans out. But I appreciate your comments, Bridget.
All right, take care, Michelle.
All right, you too. Bye bye. Callers 5654.
Hey, Michelle, this is K God's Child. How are you?
Hey, how are you, K God's Child? What do you think of this situation?
I am doing well. Girl, you got me stirred up on this because I went through this with my son's girlfriend. She looked at what me and his dad had and figured, ooh, let me get up on that. And then when I explained to her, you have a baby, you have it for you, not for me. So needless to say, oh, I'm not pregnant. It was a false alarm. I was like, girl, kick rocks, but no socks. Get gone.
So wait,
so no,
I'm confused. Was
I don't think
she wanted the same type of relationship that you had? I'm confused. What do you mean?
She wanted my son. She wanted me and my son's father to basically give her the life that we provided for our son. But guess what? My son is 23 on his own and doing his own thing.
Okay.
No, that's not my job to pay for a baby that you claimed that you were pregnant with. And when I told you I'm not taking care of you and your baby, all of a sudden she wasn't pregnant.
Oh. Wow.
Exactly. So no, I don't think it's Nene's responsibility to pay for grandkids. Grandkids are for grandparents to ooh and ah over and then send them home to their parents.
That's true.
Not our responsibility to take care of them. So even though you keep saying, I don't have no kids, I don't know, Michelle, you dead on. You don't have to have kids. This is a no-brainer right here.
Well, yeah. I always throw that out there because I feel like whenever I talk about a situation where it's parents and kids and, grandkids or whatever, the first thing people say, well, you ain't got no kids, so how would you know? You ain't got... So I have to throw that out there. I don't have no kids, but I do have relationship with several of my friends' kids, and I have nieces and nephews and godchildren, so I know, honey, I know. So, yeah.
Exactly. So, I'm not going to keep you on the line, but thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Caller 0295, what do you think about this situation?
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Tanya, Primetime TV.
Yes, Tanya, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm well. So what? I mean,
That's good.
Did this get you heated?
I am appalled. No way should Nene feel okay. She shouldn't do it, and she should not feel obligated to do it.
So how do you feel about this girl going to the public, though? Like, going to, Radar Online. That's like National Enquirer. Well, they're owned by National Enquirer. So it's like, once it hits those mainstream gossip rags or whatever, then it starts to go viral. And I feel like the story will take a different kind of legs. Like, people will start talking about other things. Like, it's Nene's fault that Bryson da-da-da. It's Nene's fault that Bryson turned out this way. It's Nene's fault da-da-da. So I feel like that's why she did it, in order to force a hand to shut her up or something. I don't know. It's just interesting.
Well, me personally, I think she did it for the coinage. Not necessarily to make money off of maybe interviews or things like that, but maybe Nene would be irritated with it and figure, let me get this girl to shut up. Let me pay his little child support. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel. And then, of course, also the Housewives show, maybe she did or was seeking to be a walk-on or
somebody sitting in the background while they filming. Yeah.
But I think mainly it's because she wants Nene. He don't have a job. He's not paying. And whether he's on drugs or not, she didn't raise him to take drugs.
Right.
So I don't think anybody should fault Nene either for how he turned out as an adult.
Right. I agree.
Because we even witnessed on a television show. I'm a big fan of the Housewives, and we witnessed on a television show many times where she tried to put her foot down with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't think she should even feel obligated. If that was me, like I said in my little comment, you're going to be lucky if you get some birthday presents, Christmas presents, an Easter bunny on Easter, you know, a nice little cute outfit. But other than that, if I want to do something, I do it when I want to do it.
I agree.
But that's how I feel.
Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it. What do you feel? One more question before you go. What do you feel about her admitting that she wanted to be on a reality show? Like, you don't think that was strange as well?
Not at all. Not at all. And that's probably why she went public with it.
Right. Right.
She wasn't getting on that show. She was not getting on that show.
Right. Right. Right.
You is not. She's a non-factor.
Clearly.
As far as the show is concerned. So, yeah, that's why she went public.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Well, thank you so much.
Retaliation. I think it's retaliation.
It's definitely retaliation because, again, she had one story that didn't seem to take legs. Now she's got another story, and it's like, okay, first he raped you, then y'all was a couple, now he on drugs. What? Like, I don't understand what the deal is right now. But the story just keeps changing, so I'm just like, okay, yeah, you know me, I'm just the investigator in me is like, okay, you want the attention? Let me give you the attention. So here we go. Let's talk about it.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
She's not gonna get no corners there. She better sign up, take some classes, get her a degree. But in the meantime, go down there and get a check and some EBT.
Right. Something. Go get some WIC vouchers or something. Make sure the baby fed. Make sure the baby...
get some WIC vouchers. Yep. Get all that milk.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to get through. I never get through, so I'm glad to speak to you. You have a good weekend.
All right. You too. Bye.
Okay.
Caller 4256. You are on the line. Hello. Hey, who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Rose. I'm just calling about that Nene Bryson situation. One thing a lot of people fail to realize is that these reality stars don't have as much money as everybody says they do. Because remember, Nene, right now, her source of income is Housewives, and I think she has a clothing line. Is that even selling anything? And remember, she left, and she was on Broadway. She was in Vegas, and then all that dried up. And where did she go? Right back to the Housewives. So,
well, she's making a good little coin. She's making probably about $3 million a year, or somewhere around that mark from Bravo.
It's all. Greg is not working. Greg is sick, and I can only imagine those medical bills that he's acquiring, and so all those have to get paid with no help from insurance.
Right.
So,
right.
Something else.
She's definitely not that kind of millionaire. I get it.
Right, because why do they think she's, oh my God, she's dripping in money. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. And you remember, she got that house, her lifestyle, she's got makeup artists and hair people. That's very expensive.
Yep. You're
so,
right.
I'm counting her money thinking, oh, she's making millions. I'm like, dude, her lifestyle may cost her millions to maintain. So I don't necessarily think that she has that kind of. She might be rich, but she ain't that rich to be able to say, "Okay, I'm just gonna pay my child support for all the kids." Forget about it. I don't think so.
Yeah. So you don't feel like she should be obligated to take care of her?
Absolutely not. I don't know why this generation thinks that. The parents should be happy that your child has a child. Like, sorry, no.
Yeah.
That's not my responsibility. I'm like, oh, how cute. Anyway, take them out of here because that's your child, not mine. Your responsibility, not mine. Bring them over on the weekends. I'll play with them for an hour or two. Then take them on back to your parents.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Nothing else.
What?
And this woman here, I think her head is in the clouds. With...
From judging from what she's written out, on her social media and Facebook and Instagram and all those things, yeah, she's in the clouds. She's looking for a bag.
What is her goal? What is the end game for her? Does she want to be like Nene, a reality star?
That's what I get from it. That's what I get from it. That she felt like her and Bryson as a couple would have made a cute, couple on reality TV, and they were gonna have their own show. She seemed like she was in her own little dreamland. Like, what show was this, girl? Like, who was gonna do this show and why? Like, who? Like, it was just interesting.
Delusions of grandeur is what I get from that. Mm-hmm. Very delusional into thinking her life is interesting.
Right.
Half these reality stars' life isn't interesting, but yet there they are, and they're here today, gone tomorrow.
And it's manufactured drama for the most part. And the thing is, with the Housewives, it's like the only reason that they have such longevity, I feel, is because they started from zero and have been there for a while, and we just have grown to love those characters. But we don't want to see no random couple with a baby coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we know what it's like already.
Like, you having a baby with Bryson, what else is interesting about you?
There you have it. I don't know that there is anything.
Nothing.
Because if I had got the ears of Radar Online, I probably would have been telling them I'm selling T-shirts, I'm selling this, I got this kind of line, I got a sunglasses line, I got a baby sunglass line coming out this week. I got a little baby something.
Sometimes just look at Shiva Sheree. Come on, who has bought that? Who has bought Kenya's clothing line or skincare line or hair care line or whatever? Yes.
Well,
they don't. Some of them do. It's rare when they do, but it doesn't pan out. And then what are you left with? You still a single mother with a father who in his essence, don't care about you.
Yep. 18 years. Sad.
Interesting about that. There's nothing interesting about that. And I don't feel bad for her because you should just get a job like the rest of us. Get a job.
I feel bad for her because I already know that the media gonna eat her up. That her dirt gonna fall out. If that's she's trying to out other people's dirt, it's her dirt that's gonna really hit the scene. So I mean that's the only reason I feel bad, and I don't really feel bad. I'm just like, oh, you didn't want it.
I don't feel bad for her at all because we're all grown ups here. You know what you're doing, and you know you're making yourself look foolish by doing this.
I agree. Well,
she's got to get a job like the rest of us. Get a job from 9 to 5. Get 2 jobs. Get 3 jobs. Because Daddy ain't taking care of business. Then you got to do what you need to do.
Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you so much.
Stop trying to be a reality star because half the time the ad doesn't pan out.
Half the time. Well, sometimes it do now. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you for calling.
Thank you. I talked to you. Bye-bye.
Where were you calling from?
Macon, Georgia.
Macon. Okay, cool. Well, thank you again for calling. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Caller 7231, you're on the line.
Hi, Phil.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Kat.
Hi.
It's your sister, Decatur West Greater. I'm going to change my screen name to Decatur West Greater.
That would be cute. What is it now?
It's Dark Sacred Meadow.
Dark Sacred Meadow. Okay. Yeah, do Decatur West Greater. Yeah. Then you can do like videos in Decatur and stuff. That'd be cute. Straight from the dead.
Okay. I just can't. I just had this conversation earlier with somebody. So, listen, my mom always says, my grandmother used to always say, mama's baby's baby. We can't even start this. Do we know 100% sure that that's his child? Then once that's established, we can move forward. I'm not mad at her for trying to get on reality TV because in their age demographic, they think that's the thing to do. They think that's how do I get myself out there? Oh, well, let me try to get on reality TV. And, being in Atlanta, it's not that hard.
That's true. I mean,
so,
but if there
for her...
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just about to make a point, but go ahead.
No, she probably feels like, she wants to do like, I don't know, did you guys ever watch the Chrisley show? I think that was her idea. You know how Todd Chrisley kind of stepped in and the son wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. Now, like me, I am a true helicopter parent and I'm learning to let go. Mm-hmm. But I think that was her aim. Todd Chrisley came in, okay, my son needs help. Let me send him to rehab. Let me get him his help. Let him get his life together. Like what you said. Mm-hmm. As a parent, my priority is my child first. Mm-hmm. And then we can move on to help. I'm not going to leave my grandchildren out there now. Don't get that twisted.
Right.
But I think maybe that's what she was thinking. Like that kind of money. And if he doesn't step in and do it, I know that he has a foundational system of a core family that will help me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where she was coming from.
Interesting. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so, though. But maybe. I mean, my thing, her first priority needs to be that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, like, but I feel like she's spending too much time trying to be online, trying to, blast Nene, pulling Nene in this when, it seems like that's your goal instead of your father, the father of the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, it's like a ha-ha kind of thing because now you have this child that you have to raise, and clearly it's going to be a challenge for you with the father.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope it doesn't last forever. Let's hope he gets it together, steps up, and becomes an excellent father.
Right.
But her way and her that she's going about doing this is absolutely wrong, and I'm totally believing we create our own karma.
Yeah.
And then she just came back to bite her in her ass. Your ass sat up there and you went about this the totally wrong way. So now, like you said, when you open that can of worms, you don't know if 20 other blogs gonna pick this up, and now all your dirty laundry, you got friends telling your business, and all it could get real messy, and I don't think she's prepared for that.
I don't think she is, but we'll see what happens. And think about it this way too. Like he has, I don't want to say he has a bigger platform, but at the end of the day, as soon as Bryson starts speaking, it's a wrap for her. Like, my thing is, why would you take this public? But, that's her prerogative.
Yeah, I think it's to me, it seems like as parents, we sometimes go back and we think, okay, well, what did I miss? What did I do wrong? And again, I think that's where she's wanting Nene to step in.
Mm-hmm.
But you coming online and acting a complete ass and making a fool out of yourself is not going to, especially me. She would be so screwed up if I was the grandmother because I don't play them kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the whole arguing back and forth. I'm the type of person that will advise you, go to court, legitimize your child.
Right.
Let's get shared custody, okay? You do what you do when he with you. I do what I do when he's with me. I drop him off at school on Friday. Whatever the schedule is. Legitimize your child so that you have a say, period, especially in Georgia.
Right.
Because they won't acknowledge his rights not one bit if he does not legitimize their child. Go legitimize your child, do what you need to do, and therefore you have a say in the upbringing of this child.
That's a smart move. We'll see. We'll see if he
gets
served.
Why would you not do that? I'm not going to have a woman dictating to me what's coming out of my pocket and what I'm doing, and I damn sure ain't going to have no court do it.
Right. But we'll see what happens. I mean, she's been looking for him since May. So, I'm not sure if he's taking the paternity. I don't know what the deal is with the court case. But, she told Radar Online today that she's been looking for him. But then she was telling other people that she was a rape victim. Then she was telling other people that he's on crack or he's on cocaine. So, like, her story just keeps getting crazier. I don't know who's telling the truth and who ain't, but at the end of the day, like on one hand she's claiming him as the love of her life, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens. It just seems
we never heard about the first the little girl's mother. That little girl mother has never spoke out against him.
Right. And they were actually
and all that stuff.
Right, and they were actually engaged. Before all the other, I guess he got somebody else pregnant and she left him or whatever. But they were actually engaged. The mother of his first kid. So
yeah. Now I'll be more adept. Now if she came out and said some stuff, then I think it may be a little bit worthy of listening to. But now this woman here just sounds like a foreign baby's mother. Like, did you have the baby and want the family and he walked away? That's why it's important to know who you're dealing with before you have these babies. Maybe he's not family oriented.
On both sides, it was her responsibility and his responsibility too. So
absolutely, and what she needs to realize, outside of her and Bryson, nobody else in this world owes you nothing. You need to take care of your child, even if the father don't do it. You still need to do it. Period.
Amen. Well, thank you so much.
I'm with the other lady. I do what I want to, not because I have to as a grandparent.
Okay. Definitely. Definitely.
All right.
Well, thank you.
You have an amazing evening.
Decatur, where it's greater. All right.
I know, right?
All right.
Good night. Bye.
Caller 6196. You are on the line.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
Hello.
Is this buzzworthy?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Buzzworthy.
Hello. So, first of all, the thirst is real. Okay, let's just establish that. Okay,
Yes.
I'm just so sick of all these. I don't know what's up with this generation. I hate to say that because I'm not like I'm much older than them, but all these kids, and I say kids because the mentality is just so different. Even from the 30s to the 20s. Like, I'm in my 30s, but the 20-year-olds, they just seem like they've been raised to just, it's all about clout chasing. It's all about, and if you're not clout chasing, it's all about being a troll and being negative. And it's like, what happened to actually having values and actually wanting to have a relationship and all that? Now it's like, let me get this rapper pregnant so I can get some child support. Let me get this reality star son pregnant so I can get a child support check. It's like people are just grabbing at straws instead of just getting off their butt and getting a job.
I mean, it's the age of social media. It's the age of being an influencer. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you have a lot of followers and you can get some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it seems like these days. Like, everybody want to either be on TV or have a lot of followers and, monetize that way. So I don't know. It's interesting. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work hard and get money.
And I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not a blogger and I'm not somebody who's trying to be out here for nothing, but I guess I just have a different perspective. It's like, I do believe, I'm kind of like, I do believe that it takes work. Like, this junk is all good, but to really do this and do it right, it's work.
Right.
Like you said how a lot of times they just see the glitz and glamour. They just see you going to different events and stuff like that, and seeing you driving your car and on the Trap Channel, we see you in your closet with all your wonderful stuff. It's like, but you worked hard to get there, and that's what I'm saying. Anything that's worth actually doing something, you got to work hard for it. And it's just like her. Ain't nobody stunned her. First of all, we don't even know. I'm with the other lady who just called in. We don't even know if that's his baby. Second of all, Nene probably tired of Bryce. That's why, with this baby, she like, because the first one, she was like, okay, this is baby, he young.
And then the second
he got a girlfriend. They had a baby together. Okay, that's cool. But now, it's like he out here constantly in trouble. Can't keep it, can't be responsible as far as like having kids out here when he can't himself raise them. She probably done with it. So while she was thinking that Nene was gonna take care of this kid, she had another thing coming.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the mama bird got to push the baby bird out the nest at some point. Like, how long should she take care of the man till he like 50? You know what I'm saying? Still living in his mama basement. Like, at some point, that's her responsibility as a parent to push him out there and let him, fly or flop on his own.
Exactly. So, she thought she had hit the jackpot again. She had another thing coming. So that's on her. I don't feel no sympathy. I'm with y'all. She needs to go ahead, go to DHS, get some WIC coupons, get a job, and call it a day.
Yeah.
Because even if he proves to be the father, that's her and Bryce's child. That don't mean, okay, Bryce, you are the father, so he goes. So then he got to pay child support. No,
right?
So you still gonna have to get a job because Bryce don't got no money. That's his mama's money.
And through all her complaints, that's the first thing she says. And he's the son of Nene Leakes. This is Nene Leakes' son. And yes, I have a baby by Nene Leakes' son. She don't even use the man's name. Like, dude, like you doing all these posts about Nene Leakes' son. Like, girl, get a grip. That's how I see it. Like, at the end of the day, you got a baby by Bryson Bryant, not Nene Leakes' son. So leave that out of it.
But you know what? When I first started following the story, when she was just coming out saying he was a deadbeat, I said the same thing. Like, it's all about Nene Leakes' son as a deadbeat. And she always, like you said, throwing that in there. And it's like, his name is Bryce. So that's how I already knew this was some BS. I don't know. There's just too many clout chasers in this. I don't know. I guess you're right. It's the age of social media, but I don't know. Part of me is over it. Like, I love journalism. But some of this stuff, I be looking at like, really? Okay. Maybe I'm too old. And I'm not even and I'm not even 40.
No, but we gotta lead the children. We gotta be a better example for the children coming up behind us, because if all they see is mess and everything like that, like, you know, they'll believe that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's why I try to be a good example of what social media can be, not for what social media is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an underbelly of every, enterprise, but at the end of the day, like, we can be an example to these people.
This is true. Because I see your channel and a couple other channels that I watch, and they're entertaining, but it ain't all about, like you said, all about the mess. And then even with the trolls, like you said, sometimes, hey, you gotta feed the trolls because they're the biggest fans. But I just don't understand, like, everybody's trying to get a check. Everybody's trying to get a check. And I don't blame them, but it's like, you about to have a baby just so you can get a check.
Right.
Like, half the time, these people, even if they celebrities, like, how many of these quote-unquote Instagram models or random chicks that these rappers met at strip clubs and got a baby by this one or that one, and still don't acknowledge it. Still don't be halfway pay child support, but you think you got to come up because you done had this baby.
Yeah.
Like you said before, 18 years. So you're gonna put your body through, I don't know what type of hell, for 9 months to have this baby. Then you gotta raise it for 18 years. For what? For something that's not even guaranteed? Yeah, you can take them to court, but they can drag that out.
Well, that's a whole nother can of paint. You know what I'm saying? We can start talking about people trapping people, but I don't feel like, I had this conversation with a friend earlier today. I don't feel like there's any such thing as women trapping men. I feel like, as soon as a man has sex with a woman without a condom, he already knows that produces a baby. So it's up to him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want that woman to have your sperm, don't give it to her. And women know how to get pregnant and why. And so at the end of the day, there are no accidents. So when women get pregnant, be like, oops, I got pregnant. They knew they was going to get pregnant. They know. So at the end of the day, people need to take responsibilities for their own bodies, period.
That is so true. And I tell my friends that all the time when they be like, this one and that, I'm like, wait a minute. You didn't have this baby by yourself. Like you supposed to take responsibility, he got to take responsibility too. Like you said, he know he was getting into it without no condom. He know he was getting into. He didn't strap up, so he can't be like, oh my gosh, he trapped me. I totally agree with that.
Right. So.
I totally agree. So it is a mutual thing. Whether she had ulterior motives, you fell for the ulterior motive when you decided to go up in a rock. Let's just be real.
Let's be real. Well, thank you so much, Buzzworthy.
Alrighty, well, that's all I gotta say. But just wanted to say hello and just throw in my little 2 cents.
Oh, I appreciate you always. Thank you so much.
All right, till next time.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Caller 7850, you are on the line.
Hello, Michelle. It's Robert from Twitter.
You are right on time, Robert. How you doing? I think you playing this.
So I'm a little annoyed.
Uh-oh.
I was on your website. I was reading about this, and then I was about to make dinner, and now my whole mood has changed because of the foolishness. So can you answer me one question? What does Nene Leakes being a millionaire have to do with anything? Because when I read your post, I was like, okay, she's a millionaire and her son is broke. Next case. So,
I mean, that's how I read it, but apparently Radar Online, felt that it was a hot story, and, the baby mama spoke out, said she can't find him, and, his mama is a millionaire, and that's the thing that gets me. Every single time she posts online or contacts the blogs, the first thing she says is, his mama is a millionaire. Nene Leakes is a millionaire, and I can't get my child support. So, what does her being a millionaire got to do with you getting child support?
Exactly. And this reminds me, I used to frequent a lot of, urban blogs and other websites. And then remember when Matthew Knowles got some young woman pregnant and people were dragging Beyonce because they thought that Beyonce should have bought her half-sister or half-brother, this big house and everything. Mm-hmm. I feel the same way about that I feel about this. Beyonce wasn't the one who got that woman pregnant, and Nene Leakes didn't get this woman pregnant. And, women, unfortunately, and as much as I love Black women, this is one criticism that I do have. Like, it's okay to vet your potential partners, right? No matter how much potential a man has, don't fall for his potential. Fall for what he brings to the table when you meet him, right? Because we're not guaranteed tomorrow, and I don't think that women, Black women in particular, should be in a position to build up a man's hopes and dreams and then be left for a white girl, or just left, period. And so I tell all of the Black women in my life, like, do not fall in love with this man's potential, because there are how many, people playing college football, and 2% make it to the NFL? So, like, the math is not in your favor. And so that's all I have to say. So
the chat mad at you. They like, white women do it too. Don't be blaming it on the Black women. Like, women in general, we make mistakes when we fall in love, when we see somebody cute. Now, even if he ain't got no job, we fall in love with their potential. That's what we do as women, as nurturers.
To the people in the chat, my concern as a Black man is Black women. So what other women do isn't my concern. My concern is making sure Black women don't fall into that trap. And one thing before I let you go, I want to give a shout out to Yolanda Carroll, because she is always, loving going me in the chat, and tell her that I don't know what I'm going to cook. Part of me wants to order from Grubhub, and then part of me is like, I have so much food in the freezer, let me cook something. But I don't know, I'm out of it. I'm cold in Virginia, and I'm waiting on my Mega Millions ticket to hit today, so.
Yes, split it with me, please. Please split it with me. But my experience with the lottery, I don't play.
But I'm going to give you some. So.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Anything I do, I appreciate
All
you.
right.
All right. Thanks, Robert.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy your night.
All right, you do the same. Bye. I'll take the final call. Caller 7401. You are on the line.
Would that be me?
That would be you. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Michelle. It's Nisha from Michigan.
Hi, Nisha.
The other girl with the annoying voice. No, I'm joking.
Oh, stop. You have a nice voice. So what do you think about this situation, Nisha?
I don't know. I think it's another housewife situation, like the other caller said, where, it's just messed up. You be on these housewife stories, man.
Well, but I have a PhD in RHOA.
I know, right? Some of the other housewives, their kids is having issues too. It's just crazy that have to fall on Nene, especially right now while she's going through all this stuff with Greg.
And this is a grown man. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm on the baby mama, because I'm like, this is a grown man, and you keep throwing his mama, like, I don't know. Maybe. And
you know how Nene is protective, and if somebody bring this up, she will spaz out because she don't play when it comes to her sons, Mm-hmm. It's the last thing she needs.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I'm here to talk about the obvious side of it, instead of falling in line with everybody else and saying Nene wrong, she raised him wrong, she is wrong, and she need to pay this lady. So I don't feel that way. I honestly feel like this is a social climber. I'm praying for the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for the child. He looks like an adorable little boy. But at the end of the day, the mama is on some other stuff. Like, look at what she was saying just earlier this year in this Instagram that I posted up. Like, she was like, I like $1 million checks. Where's my pen, bitch? I'm signing. She wanted to do a reality show with Bryson, and Bryson was like, what you talking about? Like, what? So it was just interesting, because at the end of the day, she was in her own little world, thinking that because she was dating a reality show son, that she was in her own reality show.
Right. I haven't called in a while, but I've still been following, and I've just been appreciating, listening, and enjoying all the talks that you've been having of. Because I know a lot of times you get a lot of more hate than you get positive. Because I was watching one of my favorite preachers, and he was saying it's pointless doing it sometimes because you get more hate than you get more love. So, when you did that one blog about the haters or whatever that was, I was like, I understand why she had to do that, because a lot of times you do get a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. And, it's those of us out here that's not trying to hate. you know, that's just trying to make YouTube fun and trying to make it light, because it's not as fun as it used to be.
Right.
Because a lot of people on here with such negative messages, and you know, people may feel like it's not worth it. You get more hate, and you probably get hate that you probably can't really tell us about, you know. So I just appreciate you. Just wanted to call in.
Well, thank you so much.
You know, you need that, you know.
I do. And I always appreciate the positive energy. Always. Definitely.
Right, because no matter what you do, somebody can try and spin it and try and make it like, oh, she did that with bad intentions, like the Josh thing, but I'm not trying to switch the subject.
Oh, that's all good.
You know, so I just wanted to call in with some positive energy.
Thank you, and I receive it. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Yes, see, we leaving off on a positive note. I appreciate everyone who called. If you haven't already, go over to the Straight from the A. If y'all coming in late, go over to Straight from the A and read the post. It's called Baby Mama Drama. Nene Leakes' 28-year-old son accused of being a deadbeat dad. His baby mama has been hitting the blog for several weeks. All the blogs, especially on Instagram, tagging everybody. She wanted everybody to know that she wasn't getting any money from Nene's son. But her way about it was saying Nene's son, Nene Leakes, tagging Bravo, tagging this, tagging that. Like, at the end of the day, you know, Radar Online took the bait, and that is why we are talking about it today. But Radar Online didn't have the receipts that I had about her wanting to be on a reality show, about her, you know, telling Bryson that, you know, she wanted $1 million checks, about all of those things. So again, you know, I have to pull a little, you know, a little salt in somebody game sometimes. You know, I have to pull out my little degree in RHOA and show y'all, you know, the things that people be saying and what they be doing that y'all don't be seeing, and that I see and I watch, and I keep my ear to the street. So again, if you haven't already, visit straightfromtheA.com, and I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys for calling in, and I thank you, Zills, for moderating in the chats. Thank you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.